Most people believe wealth is a matter of luck, but it's actually your brain's default settings. You set financial limits unconsciously. Here's the part that will make you rethink everything you thought you knew about yourself. The subconscious mind creates mental barriers to wealth without you even realizing it. For example, let's say you have $50,000 saved up but feel like you can't spend more than 20 a day on food because your brain tells you that's enough for survival. This is an unconscious limit your brain has created to protect you from perceived financial threats, even when those threats no longer exist. But here's the part that will make you rethink everything you thought you knew about yourself. By the end of this video, you'll know the exact reason 9 out of 10 people get this completely wrong, and how to fix it in under a day. Stick around, by the end you'll see exactly why. Before we get there, you need to see this one thing. If you've ever struggled to stick to a budget, you know exactly how demoralizing that is. You're trying so hard, cutting expenses, avoiding unnecessary purchases, but something keeps pulling the rug out from under you. Every month, you find yourself in the same frustrating spot, 500 short of your goal. And here's the part that's going to make you rethink everything you thought you knew. Most people never realize how much their brain is secretly working against them. Your brain loves instant gratification and hates delayed rewards, so it keeps finding ways to sabotage your financial goals. Picture this: you've saved up for months to buy a new laptop, but just can't resist that 30 coffee every day. By the end of the week, you're 150 away from having enough cash. But here's the part that will make you rethink everything you thought you knew about yourself. Your brain isn't just playing tricks on you, it's actively trying to keep you broke. And this is the moment everything starts to click. It's not about willpower or discipline. Your brain is simply wired differently. Think of it like a hamster running on a wheel. The more you try to save, the faster the wheel turns, making it harder to stop. The mechanism almost everyone misses is that your brain releases stress hormones in response to scarcity and uncertainty, driving impulsive spending behaviors. That's why every time you think about money, you might feel anxious or stressed, pushing you toward easy but costly purchases. This isn't just abstract advice, it's a concrete detail that shows how tracking your spending can make a tangible difference. By physically recording what you spend, you create an emotional barrier to impulsive purchases because you're more aware of where your money is going. The next section is where the real shift happens. Now, most people stop here, but that's exactly the mistake. Let's take a look at how your identity influences your financial habits. Imagine you've just received a big bonus at work. You're excited and think about what to do with it. Most people might say they'll save or invest some of it. But here's the real kicker. Studies show that if you identify yourself as someone who is financially successful, you're more likely to act like it. For example, if you consider yourself a thrifty saver all your life, you'll probably keep saving even with extra cash. It's not just about behavior, it's about how you see yourself. Take Jack, for instance. He's been saving diligently for years and identifies himself as a thrifty saver. One day he gets a $5,000 bonus from his job. Instead of spending it on a new gadget or vacation, he puts most of it into savings because that's who he is, an intentional saver. But here's the part that will make you rethink everything you thought you knew about yourself. When your identity changes, so do your financial habits. For instance, if Jack starts to see himself as financially successful, his spending and saving behaviors change dramatically. He might suddenly afford a fancy new tech gadget or even splurge on an expensive hobby like golfing. This is because our brain associates our self-identity with certain behaviors. By changing how you define yourself financially, you can shift your entire approach to money management. But the next part is where it actually clicks. This isn't just about behavior, it's a powerful tool for changing your financial future. This is the part I wish someone had told me years ago. Most people believe budgeting is about willpower, but it's actually about identity shifts. Think of your brain as a library, and every time you say no to a purchase, you're filing that book away in the finance section. But if you never read those books, they don't help you build wealth. So, what if we changed the story? What if instead of resisting treats, we started viewing them as optional rewards for sticking to our goals? This isn't just about behavior, It's a powerful tool for changing your financial future. Let's take an example. Imagine you have 50 weekly and spend half on coffee. By identifying that habit as a reward for saving the other half, you're creating a positive loop. Now, this next part changes how you see this. Stay with me. The next section shows exactly how to shift your identity, so budgeting becomes automatic. Here's the thing nobody actually talks about. Your brain is wired to keep you broke by default. It's not that you're inherently bad with money, it's that you're fighting against a set of deeply ingrained patterns. For example, most people spend years and thousands of dollars trying to improve their budgeting skills through apps and courses, but now you know the real reason it works, and that changes everything. Most people spend months and thousands on financial coaches and seminars, but the real issue is your brain's default settings. By month 3, he was doing 40 push-ups a day. By month 6, he had lost 20 pounds. It's not about willpower, it's about rewiring those neural pathways. So here's what you can do. Track every single expense for a week and categorize them by necessity versus want. This simple step reprograms your brain to prioritize essential spending over non-essentials. Most people spend years trying to manage their finances, but now you know the real reason it works. Rewiring your budgeting process changes everything. If this was useful, the subscribe button keeps these coming. I read the comments, so tell me, what's one financial habit you're ready to change?